I'm going to say I invited a guest on.
All right, you can say whatever you want. I'm going to hit play.
Okay. And welcome to Our Reviews Will Kill You, the pop culture podcast that reviews movies, film, news, breaks news. We're practically real, legitimate reporters. I invited a special guest on today just to help me, in case you haven't noticed, if you're watching us, if this is a visual medium at times. We are live from Karnak, Antarctica, the home of King of Kings, Ozymandias, but we do have Pervy the Pooh here, who's helping me feed a pickle to the little doggy. In case there is a little doggy behind us, and
this is
Pervy
the
Pooh is
intro ever.
Feeding a dog, yes. And then we also have the glorious Noob-Noob pillow. I'm a feed Noob-Noob a pickle too. Oh, you like that pickle? Oh, Jesus.
Available on the Our Reviews Will Kill You store.
Pickle Rick is not available on the store.
The Noob-Noob pillow is.
Pickle Noob-Noob.
You can pickle a Noob-Noob.
You can buy Noob-Noob's pickle.
I am the man they know as Z, and I am joined, as always, by the glorious gains of Scott Keebler.
Here we are once again, live. Well, kind of live. You're not live.
We're live.
We're live as we do this recording at another undisclosed location.
I told you, Karnak, Antarctica.
So, disclosed location. If you go ahead to our YouTube and check out Our Reviews Will Kill You, you'll see once again that we are outside of our normal studio. Once again, doing our remote setup. Just because it was so much fun last time, we decided that we're going to do it again this time.
It was good.
A couple add-ons here. The jersey I was wearing last week is just hanging back there now. And, of course, I forgot to present the glorious Noob-Noob pillow. But we have that now on video as well. So check us out on YouTube, and you can enjoy us in all our visual splendor.
Keep an eye out, too. Occasionally we will interact with everybody. We appreciate last week. We had some people on for Instagram Live.
That was a lot of fun. We look forward to doing that again.
Next Level Ben.
Next week, actually, I think we're going to try it again next week. We'll try to do another Instagram Live event.
That would be fantastic.
We'll bring up some details via your social medias.
We got some good jokes in there.
Strip podcasting?
Yes.
We may have some challenges in strip podcasting.
Yeah.
We will show you how to strip podcast.
That sounds hot.
And maybe have some more special guests. Who knows? Did I introduce Noob-Noob?
You didn't.
No, who cares?
No, I'm the best.
No, I don't think so.
That's factually accurate. I'm the only reason this show exists.
You do present some comedic fodder there.
Yeah, all of it, pretty much.
We make fun of you.
I make fun of life and dead Kobe's.
I mean, you are a joke. And
well,
we really couldn't go 5
much like your beard
without you making a
I
comment.
still have the best beard in this right
No,
right now.
actually, here we are, not even a month into the game, and my beard is winning.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
My beard is longer.
Yeah, your beard's kind of thin there.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Noob-Noob, go ahead and take off those glasses and that hat, and let's see who the sexier person is right there.
No,
go
because
ahead.
then that unveils my identity.
You should. Just take off those glasses
I am
and
a
hat.
secret
And
identity.
we can
Sexy
compare
maiden
right
that
here, and
will be a mystery.
we can do a poll, and people can decide who they think the
No,
sexier
because everyone will want to touch
host
my
is.
poll and not
You
your
should,
poll.
the only fair way to do it is just chin and beard.
Beard down.
Beard down.
The beard off?
Yeah.
Just a beard off.
I'll touch my beard to your beard.
Beard to beard.
Yeah.
Can't do that. You might get tangled.
I do want to do a quick take review of Mike's Harder Strawberry Pineapple. If anyone's watching this, here's the can. Don't ever fucking buy this. It tastes like diabetes fucked its blood relative cousin because it sucks.
Did you finish that whole can?
I did. It sucks.
You just chugged that thing?
I chugged it.
What is wrong with you?
It's because I just needed it over with.
So he's going to be hyper and
much like Bandcamp. I just
gonna
needed
be like
it to be done.
drunk hyper.
Did you finish a cream ale too?
Yes, that was also shitty.
you love.
I bought shitty things.
Yeah, that's
I made
kind
bad
of
You want a
decisions.
real beer?
I made. But
Here, hand him a real beer.
Here's a real beer.
is this actual beer?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is
a real
from
beer.
How does this open? Hold on.
the Champagne.
What the?
That almost assaulted
Just
you.
like a can. It opens like a can because
I'm
it is
confused.
a can.
What is that?
Beer.
Sly Fox?
Yeah, Sly Fox.
Wait, why does this open?
That's
the
a
whole
better
mouth,
way to
why
drink.
Is the whole mouth open?
Because that's how it opens. That's
It's a Bavarian style golden lager.
a good beer there, ain't it?
It's actually better than both the things I bought. Yes.
There you go.
And I hate beer.
So Scott was in the know on these things.
Hey, you know what? When you go for a proper beer, you want to ask somebody who likes to drink beer, not somebody who makes fruity drinks all the time.
Yes. Well, because fucking Wine and Spirits was closed, so we couldn't make foo drinks.
I don't think people in other states...
Alcohol stores, liquor stores.
Yeah, in the state of Pennsylvania, the archaic state that we live in, they only provide hard liquor, in a state-run store, much like the communist state of Russia, the Soviet Union.
Not Nigeria.
So, wait, we're in Antarctica. I forgot about that.
Is Nigeria communist? Or they
we did our beer run before we went to Antarctica.
Exactly.
That's right, because we took a helicopter.
Exactly, which did not crash. So,
like Kobe's.
So shall we continue on with this episode?
Yeah.
What is on this episode, by the way?
Oh, okay.
God.
Shit, I already forgot about that.
I mean,
well, you know what's not on this episode? Kobe living. So Frankie Muniz apparently is making a comeback in an animated series, much beloved.
Much beloved.
The U.S. Navy has some secret videos that they don't want us to see. Oh my God, that's weird. Is it sex stuff?
If you got
I
extras.
There was a loving koala that was made to be a vicious predator. Then there's Thundercats roaring into video. I don't know where Thundercats is on. Thundercats is awesome.
Roar?
Yes, they roar, but where are they roaring on? I'm not sure. I'll find out eventually. So Subaru, we announced that Subaru had a Fucks edition. There's an update on that as well.
There is?
Yeah, Subaru did respond.
Oh.
And then Florida issues a warning about some falling meat.
Falling meat.
Well, animals are meat, so I was trying to do a clever segue here. Vegas is also changing its slogan. I don't know why. Does anyone care about Vegas anymore?
Sure they do.
Yeah.
Vegas is fun.
Hell yeah.
Is it? But do they care
Peppermint
about
Rhino? Isn't that
do they
what
care
that is?
about?
Yes.
What the fuck is Peppermint Rhino?
Next
Clearly.
to the Spearmint Rhino.
Oh, that's it. Spearmint. Is it Spearmint Rhino?
Spearmint
Okay,
Rhino.
sorry.
Blue Rhino is a propane company. I know that.
Those are not what we're talking about.
Those are not.
It's just another color rhino.
Oh, is this a sex thing? I just burped like strawberry pineapple beer. It's weird. Oh, that was uncomfortable. I'm hard though. So then we're gonna do reviews of Midsommar.
You actually almost got me on that. I almost spit it out.
You almost did a spit take there,
Almost
Scott.
had a spit take there.
Real close.
are
All right, we'll
quitters.
give you that one.
Yes.
Spitters are quitters.
See, again, the comedic relevance to me of existence. Seriously, Panda should love me. Avenue 5 is a show that I've never heard of. That's a goat, not a panda.
No, it's not.
That's definitely not a goat.
It's definitely not a goat.
That's
You don't know what that sound is?
a horse.
No.
No?
It's not a panda.
Oh, it probably is. Clearly, because you've never had sex with a panda. You don't know what that is? What is that noise?
I don't know. What is it? Sounds like a fucking bunch of 5-year-olds fucking. Like what? Seriously, what is that? That's
You would never
disturbing.
know because you'll just never have panda sex.
That's panda rape.
Anyway, Picard has a bald guy in it.
So you're just going to ignore the panda rape joke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You just keep going.
I'm gonna keep going. Just yep.
With depression.
What would Jack do? I don't know. But it got us a follower on YouTube because someone was
You
like,
know he's
"Why
going to
not?"
knock that over.
What? He's not going to knock it over. This is my mixing board, so don't mess up my mixing board.
Yeah, well. So, what would Jack do is a Netflix thing about a monkey? I don't know. What did he jerk off in a person's face? Or something?
David Lynch.
He jerked off in David Lynch's face?
No, he's a famous director. So
he jerked off in a famous director's face.
Oh my God.
he did not. You just let it go.
Did David
on.
Lynch direct Sin City?
Let it. No, he
Sin
did
City.
not.
We have to move on.
He directed the Facebook movie.
We have to move
He
on.
did not do that either.
David Fincher.
You are correct.
Oh,
David
who's
Fincher.
David Lynch?
We have
Lost
to move on.
Highway. We can look it up later
Yeah,
when we get to
nobody
the
cares.
story.
Anyway.
He's a famous director.
Let's move on.
2.
The fucking news?
What are we moving on to? The news!
Good news, nobodies.
Nobodies.
Wait, is that new? What?
He's talking in Noob-Noob.
That's different.
He was talking in
How did he change that? That's different. That's weird. So Frankie Muniz, the lovable kid actor from Malcolm in the Middle, Frankie Muniz. He was
Is
great.
he still alive?
He somehow. He was also in a one of my favorite movies of all time, honestly, Big Fat Liar, with another great and very hot actress now,
Big
Amanda
Fat
Bynes.
Liar?
Big
Was
fat
he?
liar.
Oh.
Yeah. He was starred with him and Amanda Bynes and Paul Giamatti. And it was fantastic. And that was when Paul...
Is that before or after Amanda Bynes got a face tattoo?
That was well before. She was like 13, and she was just getting like henna tattoos on her face. So it was a precursor.
She was? Did she get henna tattoos on her face?
I made that up.
Did you watch this movie that you love so much?
Big Fat Liar? Oh my... I saw it in theaters with my mom. I bought it on DVD back then. Blu-rays didn't even exist.
Have you ever heard of this?
What's the news?
Oh my God, the news. Yes. He's now doing Harley Quinn stuff. So he's making his animated debut in Harley Quinn.
As Frankie Muniz.
Wait, is that true?
Yes, because... did you see this episode, Scott?
I did not. It actually
I don't watch
apparently
Harley
was the
Quinn.
one that just released as we were doing our podcast.
And well, Harley Quinn when she was a kid, had a crush and a restraining order against her for Frankie Muniz.
Oh, okay. I think I do remember that.
So he shows up in her psyche as Frankie Muniz.
Muniz.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You know what? I do remember this. They went into her mind, and yeah, there was that whole thing. I did not recall that skit there. But yeah, it was fun. I keep saying all these things are fun.
Quick update on Harley Quinn. That's the Kaylee Cuoco Harley Quinn, right?
Cuoco, yes.
Yeah, the cartoon,
it's getting better.
The cartoon DCU, I enjoy it. I think it's really good.
We will.
It's really good. Definitely
we'll
check
get
it
there.
out. If you don't have DCU, go ahead and get it. There has been good stuff on it. Check out the Harley Quinn series. It's
Alan
worth
Tudyk is in it? Oh my
Yes.
God.
We will
He
definitely.
plays like 5 characters.
He
He
plays
does the
Clayface
Joker.
predominantly.
Yeah, and when it wraps up this season, we'll definitely. be
Holy
reviewing
shit!
that.
There's a lot of famous people in this show.
Yes, there are.
It's really,
Jason Alexander is in.
JT Smoove is in it. Yeah, Jason Alexander.
JB Smooth.
JB,
Tony
sorry.
Hale. Lake Bell. Oh my God. There's like
Lake Bell.
There's a whole bunch. Phil Lamar. There's a whole bunch of people. Rahul Kohli from iZombie is.
it's highly inappropriate. The first episode goes overboard with the cursing. They fixed that pretty quickly, and it's now more comfortable and more appropriate.
Holy shit.
Except for the one villain mind something who calls Wonder Woman a C word.
Oh yeah, he gets banned from the Legion of Doom for
Yes.
calling women the C word.
Yes.
A cunt?
Yes.
Yes. That.
Oh my God, that's aggressive.
I know, right?
Did they deserve it though?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you see the one with Aquaman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Aqualad or Aquaman?
No, it was all man. Aquaman.
He was all man.
Oh my God, does he show his dick?
He was not.
He runs around picking up fish.
He was not taking those pills
No, he was not.
to shorten his.
Oh no, so Aquaman's packing on a.
He's packing a marlin.
He's packing a great white.
He's got a.
That's not racist, he's just white.
He definitely has a blue whale.
He's a, whatever.
A blue Shamu.
He's not a humpback.
It's not quite like a blue waffle. Google that. You'll enjoy it.
Could we
But-
capture Aquaman and put him in SeaWorld?
Yes.
To be molested?
Yes.
Okay.
Clearly.
So the U.S. Navy, talking about molestation, the U.S. Navy has plenty of that. That's not
What?
true. That's probably true, honestly.
I don't know.
The U.S. Navy has a secret video of a UFO encounter? What? That's weird. This is the first time I'm hearing
Dave,
of it.
you've never heard of this before?
In response to a Freedom of Information Act request, the Navy says it has classified documents relating to a 2004 UFO encounter. Okay. Okay. What? Is this a thing?
Yeah, there's been a handful of UFO declassified things, and I think the Rogan podcast had somebody on there. He's not just a somebody; he's like actually like a legitimate. I don't know what his rank was either, but like a real fighter pilot who saw one of these things. And he was saying how like a lot of the video that was on it was kind of redacted because there's top secret information that they don't want. It's not necessarily the UFO they care about. It's more they don't want other people seeing like what kind of sensors we have and that kind of stuff.
Herein lies the problem that I have with this, and it's actually a very pertinent problem. A potentially pertinent problem.
Oh, yeah.
Pertinent.
Pertinently potential. Potentially potential.
Perpetually pertinent.
Potentially.
Potentially. We say UFOs, and it seems to be a commonly used phrase. Does
Unidentified flying object.
UFO automatically mean alien?
Is that so? They don't call them that. Like I feel like Hillary Clinton changed them to call them something else, not UFOs. They're called something else, UAEs or something like something weird. I don't know.
It's UFO is just as an unidentified flying object. Any object you see in the sky, until you know what it is identified. Is unidentified. I mean. Once you figure out what it is, it becomes identified.
So you're saying that once the said object discloses its gender and pronouns,
Then it can become identified.
Then it'll be identified.
Then it identifies. But until then, it is unidentified.
Okay.
But it's not alien. It doesn't mean it's alien. The stealth bomber was a UFO until it was declassified and then became identified to the public.
Do you want to hear a funny thing that happened to me one time?
It better be funny.
Oh, it's amusing. I don't know how funny it was because I was the victim of a prank.
What?
We went to one of those Air Force shows where they have the planes on display and they fly and stuff, and the announcer goes, "Yeah, we're gonna have a stealth fighter or stealth bomber fly over.
That's aggressive.
And you guys are gonna get to see the first footage. You're gonna see a stealth bomber. It's gonna be amazing." So he's over the loudspeaker. I mean, there are hundreds of people here as they're doing this.
Did he dad joke you?
I mean, in the sense that he said, "Oh my God, you missed it! You couldn't even see it. It was so invisible. You can't even be there."
The
oh my
announcer,
God.
yeah, the announcer dad joked all of you.
Piece of shit.
That's funny.
Is the point of this story?
Dude, the truth is out there. I want to believe.
UFOs don't exist.
Yes, they do exist.
Yes, they do.
Aliens don't exist.
Also,
aliens do exist. They are south of our border.
Oh my God, that's racist.
No, it's not. They're illegal aliens.
No, they're not illegal till they come across the border.
I wonder if
then they're legal aliens.
No,
I wonder if we had an alien on our show.
When they test and they become citizens, then they're no longer illegal.
Well, I think that alien took probes like nobody's business.
Oh,
so.
she definitely loves probes in her ass.
I never said that. No, it's all
you said it with your eyes and your mouth.
No,
he definitely didn't say it with his mouth.
No.
So so the Navy has a video of UFOs. UFOs are not aliens. It doesn't mean they're aliens.
What if they are aliens?
Aliens have visited this planet before. Unfortunately, they showed up during the Comic-Con and no one realized it.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. You mean like when people dress up like
Exactly.
Spock?
Exactly. They walked around freely and nobody knew.
Isn't that the whole plot of Galaxy Quest?
Yes.
What the fuck is Galaxy Quest?
Are
Tim
you
Allen.
fucking kidding me?
Tim Allen.
Oh,
Susan.
Tim Allen was
Susan Sarandon.
No, it's not Susan Sarandon.
Is that
It's
back when she was
Sigourney
hot?
Weaver.
No, not Sigourney Weaver.
Was that before she was a
is
lesbian?
100% in it. Sigourney Weaver
Goldie
plays.
Hawn.
No, Sigourney Weaver plays like the communications person, and she just repeats.
Alan Rickman.
Was that post? Oh, was he?
She
he was
repeats
alive.
what the computer says.
Alan Rickman's
She was a
dead.
blonde.
Yeah, she was blonde.
Yeah, that was Sigourney
Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver?
Yeah, she's amazing
I
in
don't
it.
think it was.
Fucking look it up.
I
You
don't
both have
think so.
computers.
Oh my
you
God,
dildos.
Galaxy
he
Quest.
does.
Fucking Jesus Christ Almighty.
Alan Rickman was it? It was Alan.
Yes, Alan Rickman, one of his
another
best
one of
performances.
Alan Rickman's great performances.
It's so good.
I don't think there was a bad Alan Rickman performance.
Who else? Who's the guy with the red shirt? He was really good too. Sam Rockwell's in
Yes,
it.
yeah.
He plays the red shirt.
This
what
was
a great movie.
He was also in an Iron Man 2. Just a fun fact.
This was an early movie for that little scrawny nerdy kid.
I seen this movie.
It's the best Star Wars or Star Trek movie ever made.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
a really, really good movie.
Oh, Tony Shalhoub's in this?
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub's fantastic.
Fantastic.
So if you haven't seen Galaxy Quest, check it out. Find it. Maybe we'll do a watch along. No, we won't.
Oh my God.
Unless we get people that say that we want to watch.
Missy Pyle, she's hot.
Who
Justin
was,
Long
so,
was in
who,
this?
so who was the
What?
blonde? Who was the blonde? It was
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney
man.
Weaver. Post-alien or pre-alien?
How do you not? What do you mean post-alien?
Was she just an alien or aliens?
She was in all of them.
She was in all. That's weird. Was she in Prometheus? No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't in Prometheus
She was
because
dead by
Prometheus is not
Prometheus.
aliens. It's Prometheus.
What about
Sigourney Weaver was.
Alien Resurrection? Was she? in
Yes,
Alien?
she was in Alien Resurrection.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was.
The latest one?
Yes.
No, she
The
wasn't.
last one's not called Alien Resurrection.
Yes,
No.
it is.
Alien Resurrection.
What the fuck was the last one
Alien
called?
Resurrection was when they were on the other ship and they used
She's a clone.
her resurrection to
First
bring
off,
back the aliens.
Let's click on Sigourney Weaver real quick.
It had Winona Ryder playing a little
Android.
a robot. Android.
I guess I put it in Winona Ryder.
So moving on.
No, I'm gonna look up what. Oh my God, she's in Avatar like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So
Sweet Christ.
so all of our listeners can listen to silence while you're playing around.
Oh
with the
my
computer.
God, Chappie. Oh, she was in Chappie.
Chappie.
Sigourney Weaver is.
Icon.
Yes.
She's. I don't know. She's a little butch.
Are
But
you
anyway.
kidding me? She's amazing.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Alien and
Anyway,
aliens.
let's move on
Fucking
to from one animal to another. So we can watch a reporter get tricked into thinking she's handling a vicious bear with a venomous bite.
We can't watch it, but we can describe
We can
it,
describe
and we
it.
can recommend that you look
Yes.
this
We
up.
can listen to it for a minute. So
Oh my God, she
did
is
you watch the
prepared.
entire video?
I did not. I
Did
didn't
you watch the
any of
entire
this.
video, Zay?
No.
I did. He doesn't know anything about it.
So do you want to do a quick summary of what happened here?
Essentially, there was an Australian reporter, and our audio clip will describe exactly what she went through, but they had her put on like bulletproof and Kevlar and all sorts of things to handle a koala bear, but what they described was something a little different. So why don't you play that for us, Scott?
Debbie Edward, an ITV News correspondent in Australia, was pranked by her camera operator and workers at a wildlife park. This is one of the workers at the wildlife park.
Drop bears are a close cousin of the koala, but they're actually really vicious. So it's sort of like a dingo and a normal domestic dog. They're bigger, they've got longer claws. They've actually got really small fangs, and the interesting thing about the fangs is they have a really mild venom. It's not like a snake venom that can make you really sick, but it just causes a lot of really local irritation. So the third most common injury that we see in tourists in Australia is actually from drop bear attack.
So as he's saying that, and he's talking about the venom, it pans over to her, and the look on her face is, are you kidding me?
Well, essentially what they're saying is that they're these fake koala bears that drop out of trees and jump on you and bite you with the poison.
They're relatives of the koala.
And he's so full of it. He's just so they had her dress up in Kevlar.
They give her a full Kevlar vest. They give her, and that's the best part, they give her a helmet from paintball. So it's paintball goggles and a paintball mask. They put welding gloves on her over top of the Kevlar and act super scared and cautious around her and tell her, don't move, be careful, and everything else. And she's panicking.
She's got to get like a tranquilizer gun.
Panicking the entire time as she's holding it in her hands.
She's got like goggles on.
All of this protection gear because of what it might do to me.
Oh my God.
I'm not quite sure what it's doing right
Probably
now.
gonna rape her.
It's looking at okay. Right.
He was going to get you.
Right.
Oh.
He's going to get you.
Really
So she's panicking. Meanwhile, it's just a koala. He's looking up. He's looking around.
Are koalas even vicious?
Not at all.
Not even close.
Like,
So
they look adorable.
So what happens is she hands it off then to the handler, who the handler grabs it with a t-shirt, hugs the thing, it hugs him back, and then this is her reaction right here.
Thanks, mate. That was great.
You were kidding me!
They were pulling her leg. So if you could look it up online, it's pretty hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's really cool. It raised a ton of money, an absolute shit ton of money. So what this was a prank. This was created to raise donations and money for this panda reserve that's saving all the animals in the Australian fires.
A little bit of awareness
Now,
for people.
they were going for like 200,000 or something like that, and they've made millions. And now they're getting backlash because they've made that much money. What are they going to do with it? And this prank was mean.
Save the
and
koalas?
There's all these people that are backlashing against this whole entire thing because that was mean and how could you do that and everything else. Shut up. Shut up. This was beautiful. This was genius. This was incredibly fun.
It was great.
People, shut up.
It was just funny, It was good. For once, it was like good-natured humor, where like somebody, it's like one of those old stories that the old wives' tales about like different goofy animals that might attack you.
So
and
currently on
drop
YouTube,
bear.
it's got 1.9 thousand thumbs ups and 147 thumbs down. This is what I can tell to you.
How many views?
147 thumbs down. People, you 147 people
are losers.
Can lick my balls.
They should have been in the helicopter with Kobe.
You probably should not be on this planet. You should not reproduce. Please, please, please vaccinate yourselves. Just for the thing.
Vaccinate
Just for all of
yourselves.
us.
How about they don't take vaccines and then they can catch
don't vaccinate.
They can catch
the
the AIDS.
coronavirus.
Get a vasectomy, but do not vaccinate yourselves, please, because hopefully you can die very
Is
soon.
the coronavirus just drinking too many coronas?
As of January 13th, we're looking at 152,447 views.
It should have more than that. It should have millions of views.
That's hot.
It absolutely should. Actually, you know what? It might not be the original one that I'm looking at, which is this is. From ITV
Did you
News.
translate from Australian into English?
They speak English in Australia.
I'd assume a drop bear would.
Do you know that Burger King is called Hungry Jack's in Australia? Fun fact. Yeah.
Is that a true story?
That is actually a true story,
Wow.
to be honest. 100%. There is not a Burger King. It's called Hungry Jack's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So next.
So, let's talk about some pussy. So, Thundercats Roar.
So you're not getting pandas or pussy, huh?
You know what? Fuck it. You take this story. I'm done.
He's done. Oh, listen to that beautiful noise. Oh, you mean the story that you wrote? So for those of you who don't know, there is a reboot or remake of the Thundercats.
What is it, like Cartoon Network or something?
Correct. So what's interesting is this has been in development since 2018. and it's a very childish, weird-looking version.
So here's this is Thundercats 1985 is what we're playing right now. The original Thundercats.
Yes, which many people have a soft spot for. I've watched the entire original series. You know, I like it. It's okay. It's not like my favorite property.
And that's 85. There was a reboot in 2011.
Yes, which many people liked, but it got canceled.
Got canceled early.
Yes, got canceled early. This is like Teen Titans Go type thing.
Well, I think we may actually be able to, because you hear 2011's version is much similar to the 1985 version. Mm-hmm. I believe we can let our listeners kind of figure out what this is like just from the theme.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it sounds kind of.
It's Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, right.
I can agree with you on that. It definitely does feel like Teen Titans Go. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So look, I don't mind so much.
I don't know why they finished a song with this.
It's strange. Why would they do that? Especially with Chitara.
What the fuck is going on?
Definitely.
This is an animal orgy?
How many times do we got to tell you the same thing over and over again?
What that sound?
Panda rape.
Why is it always got to be pandas?
So they do.
That's what they sound like.
They end it the same exact way because Teen Titans Go ends the same way as Teen Titans Go. It's the same exact ending to that show.
That show's okay.
So here's the weird thing. I don't know. People are like really upset about it. There's especially a lot of female fans are really upset about it. I guess because they like cats. I don't really understand why. I'm seeing there's a lot of backlash. So essentially, this project has been stuck in development hell since 2018. They finally released it. But it's not really on Cartoon Network. You have to go on cartoonnetwork.com to see it. And you can see the first 2 episodes. They're 11 minutes each.
There's a ton of content on cartoonnetwork.com.
Yeah, but you would think that this would have been released. They advertised it like it was going to be released on regular Cartoon Network.
And it's not released on
It's a major
network.
Property, right? That's a major intellectual property,
yeah.
Thundercats. So why would you bury it on cartoonnetwork.com and not advertise it? They didn't even release anything that was on there.
There's just something in the contract that says that they can't release it publicly for, profit or commercials or whatever else. Or somewhere,
I think it's the public backlash.
No, it's also probably somewhere in like the writing with the unions and stuff where it's like, certain content can't be displayed here or there or the other place.
No, I think it has to do with the backlash and people aren't happy with it, so they don't know what to do with it, so they're just going to release it on
just pop
Cartoon
it up
Network
onto the website
and see if it gets clicks because they're not sure if they're even going to continue with it. Like I said, it's very childish. Apparently, it's like, the Thunder, specifically Lion-O's an idiot, and he's a foolish goofball.
So is it basically, it is Teen Titans Go then?
Yeah,
because
the weird thing is I don't think
because Teen Titans was a super serious cartoon originally, and Teen Titans Go turned into this real comical.
I like Teen Titans Go.
Thing.
I haven't watched this yet. I'm just surprised that there's so much backlash.
How much Snarf is in here?
Oh, I forgot about Snarf. Snarf. There's some Snarf.
Everybody will love Snarf.
We have audio Snarf.
I still don't know what that is. What's the actual animal that fucking thing is? That sounds like a goat.
It's a panda.
That's seriously a goddamn panda.
He literally pulled it from online.
Is that honestly a fucking panda?
It's honestly video of pandas having sex.
You're a piece of shit. God, I hope you get diabetes.
You know what? Those pandas, they're getting too aggressive.
Got to take out the pandas.
That would be better if the pandas were just taken out. Then I wouldn't have to
put the panda down.
Yeah, then I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Snarf. I'm Snarf. Don't people like me anymore? Snarf.
What hoary thing?
No, people don't like Snarf anymore. They like Sneef.
Snarf.
People like Sneef, not Snarf.
Sneef. I like to get my freak. Sneef the freak.
Do you remember Snarf actually had a cousin who was kind of a dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
I have no clue what his name was.
Yeah, he had kind of a douchey cousin, and he had like another one who was like kind of helpless.
Snarf. Snarf. Snarf.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm talking about?
Snarf.
Yeah, Snarf had a cousin?
Yeah,
Snarf.
Did they have sex?
I'm waving to people who are walking through Antarctica. Sorry, folks.
That's not a thing. It's dark here because Antarctica has basically like 2 hours of sunlight at this point, so they can clearly telling we're bullshitting because this is still light in the background.
No, it's not. It's getting dark out there.
Yeah, we got to go catch some Alaskan king crab or something.
Snarf, it's not Alaska. It's Antarctica. Snarf, we can eat some penguins.
I thought we said we were in Antarctica or Alaska.
Snarf.
Did we not say we were in Alaska?
No.
I said Arctic.
Antarctic. That's where Karnak is. For those of you Watchmen fans, it's
Nobody likes the fucking Watchmen.
They like the movie, and some people like the TV show.
Nobody likes the TV show.
They go to Karnak there too.
There's a reason there's not a season 2.
Because no one wants to see it.
It's too racially sensitive.
Oh, okay.
So
things falling from the sky.
You know what's better than Antarctica? The best people live in Florida. America's trash can. So there has been a warning for Florida.
I mean, he's not really right.
I'm not disagreeing. I know. I had no words to know.
I can't dispute that.
Florida is probably America's trash can.
Probably.
I mean, is it Florida or Jersey?
No. New Jersey is America's armpit.
Yes, and then
Florida
is
is trash can.
Looks like a penis.
It's literally like the lowest point in. It's just a piece of shit. Except for Disney World. Disney World's dope.
I think Miami's not too bad.
It's just a lot of Cubans.
What's wrong with them?
Drugs. So they
What?
got a lot of cocaine.
No. That would be the schneef.
Also, Universal Orlando
Schneef,
is
schneef.
bringing in Super Nintendo World, which is going to be fucking dope. Just saying.
Schneef.
Yo, if they have F-Zero, I am there.
I don't.
If they have what?
F-Zero.
No, Super.
What's F-Zero?
That was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, F-Zero is
Falcon
Super
Is that like
Nintendo.
a racing game or something?
Yes,
That's where
it was a
Captain
racing game.
Falcon came from.
Oh,
Yes.
that's where Captain Falcon
Yes.
came from.
Yes,
Super Smash
and then
Brothers.
later on the Falcon Punch.
Well, that came with the Super Smash Brothers game, but yes.
Yes.
So anyway, the National Weather Service has issued.
Wasn't that Street Fighter started the Falcon Punch?
No, it didn't.
Chun-Li would split and then punch down low.
That's a
Oh no, that was Mortal Kombat, and it was
Are
Sonya
you talking
Blade.
about Johnny Cage?
And Johnny Cage would do it, but they wouldn't let him do the Falcon Punch
That's
to
called
Sonya Blade.
That's called a cunt punch.
That's a Falcon Punch.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, so the National Weather Service has issued a warning for some.
Google Falcon Punch.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. So the National Weather Service, for the third time, has issued a warning for some Florida residents. Be aware of falling
For the third time?
for iguanas. Falling iguanas. That's like a falling animal. I don't know how that's.
Do you know what an iguana is?
It's an animal.
Do you really not know what an iguana is?
It's an animal.
Hold on, don't touch the screen. Tell me what you think an iguana is.
So an iguana is a reptile
Okay, I'm a little surprised you knew that much.
It was so far.
that has legs.
Okay, how many
It
legs?
has 2 legs.
Okay, 2
It
legs.
has 2 arms.
Oh, it has 2 arms.
and 2 arms,
Is
yes.
it bulk up in the arms, or is it just?
It's got little like chub arms.
Okay.
It's got a tail.
All right, that's
That
good.
could be sexually inserted into an anus if you want to.
An anant? What?
There's a lot of
an
things you
an-
could be inserted.
In anus. In
anus?
anus, yes. So, and then it's got a face, it's got a tongue, so if it wants to like...
It has a face.
It's got a face.
Okay.
Okay, most things have
can-
faces.
Technically, he's not wrong.
It can receive
Is-
boopsies. It has...
Can it, or would it bite you
Can
bite you?
No, it would only bite me in a sexually aggressive manner that was acceptable to me.
Okay. What do they eat?
I don't know, probably dick.
Do you know what? do you know what drop iguanas are?
No. What's
That's what they have in Florida right now.
Drop iguanas. They turn into icicles and they fall on your head.
So Kobe's daughter did actually die in that. Yeah. Make it depressing.
Don't. Yeah.
It's, you know what? It's Noob. It was a week ago. We don't need all the facts have come out, and they know more now.
Yeah, well, no, she's definitely dead
than
still.
we do at this moment. So,
Definitely still dead.
Let's not.
Yeah, let's
continue.
not.
So she didn't get to the age where she became a horse. That's good.
A horse?
What,
There's a chance.
Dude, we're talking about
iguanas.
frozen iguanasicles.
Yes. Anyway. So
You're gonna have an iguana inserted into your rectum pretty
that's
soon.
hot. So as temperatures in part of the state dipped this week, the cold-blooded lizards
dip.
slowed down and become
Dip, dip,
motionless
dip,
and
dip,
can
dip.
drop from the trees onto unsuspecting pedestrians.
Dip.
What? That's ridiculous.
You didn't realize that they could just fall and drop on people's heads?
They just become limp and just fall?
Iguanasicles, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, iguana meat's like big. It's on sale a lot right now.
It's weird.
It's so cold out here.
The iguanas are an invasive species native to Central and South America.
Yes.
They began to get sluggish when temperatures fall under the 50s.
And they turn into iguanasicles.
Yeah, they freeze up.
Freezing out.
The animals aren't dead. They just become stiff and immobile.
And just fall out of the trees.
I'm so stiff out here. It's so cold.
God. This is ridiculous.
It's so cold out here.
Dude, that sucks. His daughter died.
Will you leave that alone?
Anyway.
I'm feeling rather
Look at that iguana falling from the sky. You don't think that's more sad?
Then a human being. Well, that's true. An animal.
Yeah, there you go. Look, you almost contradicted yourself.
Yeah, animals are better. Anyway, let's move on. So iguanas get hard when it's cold. Unlike the opposite of shrinkage. Oh my god, they're the opposite of humans.
But we're frozen.
What kind of voice is that? I honestly am confused.
It's a really cold iguana.
Slow.
No, because they freeze up. They don't talk. They just.
What do you mean iguanas don't talk?
This is not Dr. Dolittle.
You don't think they're like parrots where they can talk a little bit?
No, not at all.
You don't
Parrots
think
can
so?
fly.
What does that
Toucan
have-
Sam.
What does that have to do with them talking? And do the
bowl challenge?
Do the bowl challenge?
Cereal bowl challenge?
Cereal bowl challenge? No, I am not eating anything out of Scott's fucking mouth.
What about out of his hands? Your choices for bowls are very limited.
No, I will eat it out of a panda's mouth.
Well, that panda's busy. That panda's at Panda Express getting plenty of D. Here are all the D's that this panda's getting.
Panda's busy?
Nope.
Panda's getting busy.
No, they're getting deep dish pizza currently. Uno's.
Deep
Who the
as
fuck goes to Uno's at whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I lost my train of thought. So Vegas is a thing. Vegas is a place that has sex and AIDS, and they changed.
No, Vegas is a great city.
Vegas
it's one of the
is
glorious cities of the United States with amazing,
literally the prostitution
so much
capital of
fun.
America.
No,
What are we
it's
talking
not,
about?
actually.
Spearmint rhino.
Spearmint rhino.
What is a
Spearmint rhino?
It's next to the peppermint rhino.
What?
Peppermint rhino?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, it's next to the spearmint rhino.
Are you gonna make me Google this now?
Yes.
Crap! I don't want to go. Hold on. What?
So what about Vegas? News?
Vegas is the home of the Raiders now, so there's that, and then
And
it's also
the
changing.
night was the Golden Knights. Is it the Golden Knights?
Yeah, the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the hockey team Golden Knights, and they are now officially the Las Vegas Raiders.
Dude, how many
Yes.
towns has the Raiders gone through?
I don't know, a lot.
Oakland, Los Angeles, now
Were they?
Vegas.
Las
Were they
Vegas.
Los Angeles? Yeah, I guess they were there
Los Angeles.
temporarily.
Yeah, they were.
Weren't they originally LA? Then they went to Oakland. They went back to LA.
I think that's the Rams.
I don't know.
So anyway, Vegas has a very famous slogan: "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." But that is no longer the case.
Have you ever been to Vegas there, Noob-Noob?
I have been to Vegas
How many times?
one time. I stayed at the Venetian, a classy Italian resort.
It is the Spearmint Rhino.
I don't know. I still don't know what the Spearmint Rhino is.
It's only got 3 stars. Can you believe that?
What, the Spearmint Rhino has 3 stars?
Yeah, it only has 3 stars.
Is that a place?
It is a
I don't
place.
know. I was making shit up.
Really? You don't know the Spearmint Rhino?
No, I know the spearmint rhino, but it allowed me to make the peppermint rhino joke.
Oh, I gotcha.
Ah.
What were you asking me? Oh, yeah, I've been there like 11 or 12 times.
Yeah, because you're a whore.
Well, because I work there.
He went to visit, not to work.
So they changed their slogan. So what happens here stays here, which is
No, that's what the slogan was.
No, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Now it goes from what happens here only happens here, which is just stupid.
Well, that's because they want you, and they don't want it to be like, they want it to be Sin City, but they don't want it to be like Sin City.
Yeah, it's not Sin.
That's just stupid.
No,
Why is
Sin
this-
City is now Atlantic City.
I like Atlantic City is just, I don't know. Although they have a Hard Rock there.
mean- It's like Panda trash?
Atlantic City is just sadness and prostitutes.
Yeah, just sad.
Maybe pandas just need flowers to be sent to them, and then they'll come to their senses.
100%.
Yeah.
You should do that. You should definitely throw more money.
It's already scheduled.
Oh, you should just throw so much money.
Yeah, it was $85.
I think we need to stop these pandas right here.
Nope, don't do it.
Yep, you know what?
Don't do it.
I'm going to end it right now.
Okay, instead of like, you should do it Mortal Kombat style and do it different ways. Like you could do a finish him. You could do a friendship.
You're
You
right.
could do a babality.
Or I'll just hand him one of these.
A babality where they turn the panda into a baby? That's hot. Is that seriously a fucking panda? Honestly.
A thermal detonator!
Oh no. Is that a thermal detonator? Are you gonna blow up all of them?
Sure, they're not in short supply, are they? There's pandas everywhere.
There's probably plenty of pandas I can get.
There's
Anyway.
plenty of pandas.
So does anyone care that Vegas changed its slogan?
Yeah, we do.
Why? Why do you care?
Because we want to go there, and
We should do a remote from Vegas.
I would 100%
Dude,
do that.
I'd be fully game on that.
If you go to our Patreon, which we don't have,
did you know prostitution is actually not legal in Vegas?
It's not legal in Vegas.
They can advertise, but it's not actually legal in Vegas.
They will come to your room.
Only legal
I mean, I don't know that.
a few townships in Nevada.
Oh, that guy's dead though. The guy who ran the bunny ranch.
Oh, did he die?
Yeah, he died. He was running for all. Yeah, I think we actually covered that news story.
The bunny ranch is still open though.
I would assume so, but I don't know, man. I would say
I'm like 93.7% sure that the bunny ranch is still open.
I see. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
So maybe if we get sponsors, we'll go to Vegas. Just saying.
Yeah, I was going to say people donating to our Patreon that does not exist. Don't look for us on Patreon.
No.
Yeah, no, that would just be confusing.
Didn't you say that we're never going to do a Patreon because you're not going to beg for money like that?
No, I never said we wouldn't beg for money. I just said that we're too lazy to put up a Patreon.
You're right.
Yeah, that's Scott's job.
There is no Patreon for our reviews.
Scott's too busy just drinking.
But there is a Patreon for Scott Keaton. No,
there's not that either. You're too lazy to do that too. There's not one for.
Wait, are you telling me now that you want to do a Patreon?
No.
Yeah, because you didn't want to.
I don't want. Who, me?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit about a Patreon.
Oh my God.
Let's just do a Patreon. Let's see if we get like $1.
What if we do like a Kickstarter?
And we can do a calendar.
That's what we should do. A Kickstarter to go.
A Noob-Noob calendar.
Fine. Then there's two ideas. We either do a Noob-Noob calendar, but only if he does all the challenges.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, it's 12 months of challenge.
What about 12 months of challenge? You were supposed to do the
soy sauce challenge.
Soy sauce challenge.
Yeah, not dipping my balls in soy sauce.
Declined.
Yeah.
What about the
cereal challenge? I'm not eating anything.
Decline that one too.
Decline that one.
The iguana challenge.
The iguana challenge. Decline.
I will gladly do the panda challenge because I am currently doing the panda challenge.
You are doing the panda challenge, but you should be donating the money that costs you to donate that to our Patreon.
He said he was out for the goop challenge.
I don't know what that is.
Microdosing.
Yeah, that's where you microdose mushrooms up your anus.
Oh, that's hot.
That is hot.
Is that? Well, that's. I don't. Is that veggies? Is that get my veggie intake for the day?
Sure, mushrooms are vegetables.
Okay.
Well, actually, they're fungi. They're in a totally different category.
I'm sorry. To reviews or not? Is that? Are we just gonna keep talking?
Should we just go to reviews?
Yeah, let's go to reviews.
Let's do those reviews.
So many reviews that nobody cares about.
Like my shiny metal ass!
Oh my God! No, hold on. Let me see. Did I honestly watch any single one of these reviews?
Were you?
Oh wait, yes, I did. I did do one.
Are you that blind?
I did do one.
He's that blind.
Well, he's that blind and that dumb.
Well, I went to the college. So Midsommar was
liberal arts.
Please. What? You went to liberal arts too, you piece of shit.
No, I have science.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
MS.
Criminal justice is not
You
science.
took liberal arts in college?
He's liberal.
Noob-Noob?
I'm a psychologist.
What? No, he's not.
I graduated with a 4.0.
Did you like
No, you
when
didn't.
you were graduating
Yes,
high
I did.
school? When you were graduating high school, were you thinking like, what class could I take that will provide me with
Slow
zero experience whatsoever in the real world?
Did you even go to college, Scott?
No.
Or did you just go to like Burger King?
No, I actually went to work.
Hungry Jack's is where he went.
Burger King was across the street. I went to work. I made more money out of high school than most kids coming out of college did.
No, you didn't.
Why? Because I learned a trade.
He did learn.
You learn a trade.
suck
You
dick?
learn to turn a wrench.
That's not. Is that a trade? Can you apprentice for that?
Yes, you can apprentice that.
Apparently,
I'm gonna apprentice Noob-Noob in that right now. Hey kids, check it
can
out.
learn.
A trade. You can make a lot of money.
So Scott sucked
isn't
dick
kind of
out of high
depressing.
school is what we got.
No.
What? That nobody wants to work a trade. That kids don't want to work.
He was Harvey Weinstein.
Kids don't want to work trades, but isn't it hard work? That's what I was asking.
No.
And that's too hard for millennials?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, because they don't want to.
Scott's a millennial
work.
too.
Oh, okay.
Not true.
Well, that's
I'm an
exact-
exennial.
He revokes his
I
right to
revoke
be a
my
millennial.
millennialism, and I become
He's living
an
at his parents'
exennial.
house. So that's what Scott.
Aren't you? Wait, weren't you living at your
Where were
parents'
you
house?
living for the last
Was
fucking
30 years?
What?
Yeah.
I'm 28. First off.
and just finally moved out of your parents'
yeah.
house.
How old are you, Scott?
How tall are you?
47. I'm 6'3".
Yeah, no.
And what's
I
your
moved-
weight?
An all man.
Yeah, how about I moved-
170.
I
What's your
moved-
home address?
Yeah, how about
What's
I
your
moved-
phone number?
267.
Yeah. Noob, I moved out when I was 20 and have moved back
Failed
in my
miserably.
30s to take care of my family.
No, you didn't.
Because I'm a good son.
He's a good boy.
You literally had two choices: suck dick for money or move back home.
Yeah, that's not.
You chose to suck dick and move back home.
I thought he was
I'm
going to
remotely close.
suck horse dick for money.
Dude, I'm still, at least I'm not fucking panda trash.
I'm not fucking panda trash either.
He's not fucking
All right,
panda
it's
trash
dumpster
either.
trash.
I will be eventually.
No, you
Nah,
won't.
you won't be.
No, that's never going to happen. The closest you're ever going to get is his soundboard where you hear it and you go, what is that noise? Because I've never heard it and I
I
never
immediately
will.
got hard when I heard it. Anyway, so
Are we
Midsommar.
gonna have a special Noob-Noob Reviews STDs episode?
Yes.
So Midsommar is a shitty movie by the maker of Hereditary, which is also a shitty movie.
It's a great movie.
It's all shit. It's
Ari
Swedish
Aster.
shit. It's like I'd rather eat Swedish fish than watch this Swedish shit. So continue.
So Midsommar is available for, I guess, A24, the production company that does Hereditary and a bunch of other movies, including these Ari Aster movies. Released it. It's available streaming on Amazon Prime, just like Hereditary was. And you know how I said Ari Aster's like greatest, such a fantastic director, writer, such an amazing, like Hereditary was so awesome and amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking thing sucks!
I'm not going to go that far, but I'm going to say there's a lot of stuff that happens for reasons in this one. I mean, these are some of the dumbest people on earth. I don't think I've ever seen a movie with so many dumb decisions where I was like, it wasn't even necessarily a horror movie either. So I was a little confused. I really, really wanted to see this.
I'd never even heard of this.
I wanted to see it in the theaters. The star, what's her name? Florence Pugh? Is that what her deal is? Hey, stupid.
Nope. Oh, we know who's Florence Pugh? Yes.
I don't know. Do you know who that is?
She's Swedish?
No, she's not.
She's not Swedish.
She is not. She's
Florence Pugh.
Fake news.
She plays Danny.
That girl has never smiled a day in her life. She's like
Like, one of those people
grumpalicious.
that, like when she starts to smile, she starts cracking.
Oh, she's kind of cute.
Oh my God, she's in Little Women, by the way. I did not particularly like the acting in this movie.
She's in Black Widow.
I thought the design of the movie was kind of cool. I thought the directing, like, it's super psychedelic, very trippy.
Very stupid.
Make you defecate.
I'm trying to think, was there a part where anybody defecated? No, I don't think so. I will say, like, here's the one problem I have with the movie, and let me just ask this.
Oh, sorry.
If you were drugged several times with hallucinogenic drugs and basically forced into having sex with somebody that you didn't necessarily like agree with, wouldn't you think that would be a problem? Like that's an issue, right?
I did not know you were there Friday night. How were you there? I don't remember seeing you.
I definitely wasn't microdosing, but do you understand what I'm saying? So in this movie, like, they portray the boyfriend as being a scumbag, but he really didn't do anything wrong. And at one point, you know, and this is a little bit of spoiler.
So breaking news. Z says rape is okay.
No, what happens is he gets forced. So it's interesting because not only does he take multiple hallucinogens, and they force him to take them. They don't like hold him down, but they're like, you should take these. They give him they do forcibly drug him with like a powder in his face that says that his vitality will be restored. Like, he'll have a lot of vitality, which means he's going to get a boner. And they basically convince him to have sex with this girl, right? So my question is, if the roles were reversed and it was a woman that happened to, that would not be okay, correct?
No, not at all.
So why is it okay if it happens to a guy?
Still isn't okay.
In this movie, it's okay, and not only is it okay, is he's essentially punished for that decision. And I just found that to be
that escalated quickly.
Kind of like confusing to me.
That really got out of hand fast.
You know, the tomato meter has it at 83% for the critics. And it's like, it's in that weird subgenre of like folk horror, but it's not really a horror movie. Like, it kind of is.
It's just shit.
Oh man, geez, seriously?
The fans have it at 63%, so I guess it's still fresh. Like, it's still good. But I don't know, man. I really, really liked Hereditary, and this movie it just did me the wrong way. Like, if you notice that your friends, like, that's the tricky part too. Like, people just keep disappearing. Would you stay in the same place if people just kept disappearing? You're like, where did everybody go?
No, actually, I think that'd be a reason to get the hell out of town.
They just, for no reason, just keep staying. And
we're boned.
The only thing I could say is there's like a lot of drug use in this, so I don't really know what's going on. And the other thing that bothered me is
apparently neither did they.
Thematically, like, Hereditary had a lot of clear themes. Would you, like, I know you guys didn't like it, but you would agree, like, at least there were some kind of themes in it?
I mean, convoluted, confused.
But still something there.
Sporadic.
This had, like, if you thought that was bad, this was 2.5 hours of something that you'd be like, what in God's name am I watching?
All right, so this is a do not watch?
I am not going to recommend this. It's kind of upsetting because I think he's a fantastic director. Maybe he needs to direct something and not write it. Maybe he's falling under that Shyamalan like problem where like you fall in love with your vision so much that you're not.
And you're not really sure where to go with.
Because it's really weird. There's like a lot of like themes around suicide, but none of them connect to anything. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Well, I'm kind of shocked about this next review.
Yeah, we're going to move to an HBO show called Avenue 5. Just brand new show came out. The critic consensus, if Avenue 5's maiden voyage isn't as smooth as its creative clout implies, it's still a hilarious step in a completely new, while still enjoyable, caustic direction for creator Armando Iannucci. Oh, I think he was the dude that did The Birdman? No, maybe not. I don't know. I made that up.
Why don't you just click on him? No?
It seems like too much effort.
So Avenue 5 is new on HBO. It has Hugh Laurie, and who are some of the other actors that are...
Dude, I was watching this, and I was laughing my ass off. Now,
I laughed.
For an old school BBC, it's definitely was along the lines of the old Monty Python and Benny Hill style comedy.
Really? You thought so? It was a BBC?
Him and Stephen Fry are really well together. It's a lot of real smart comedy. A lot of wordplay.
Stephen Fry.
They break the fourth wall a lot. I mean, it's very definitely it's when you're watching it, it's still in the square.
What the hell are you talking about?
A little bit of Fry and Laurie. Isn't that what we're talking about?
What?
No.
We're not talking about a little bit of Fry and Laurie, a BBC comedy show that was released on Hulu?
No, we were talking about the new HBO movie, Avenue 5.
It's a movie?
No, it's actually a series. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm very confused, Scott.
Well, I was talking about a little bit of Fry and Laurie.
Is that even on our list of things to review? I don't think so.
It has Laurie.
Who's
for Stephen Fry?
Stephen Fry and
Stephen
who?
Fry and Hugh Laurie.
Does it really have Hugh Laurie?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. It's before he was House.
Is it old?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I had no idea that Hugh Laurie was in that show, because I know you told me about it.
It's called A Little Bit of Fry and Laurie. It was
because it's the two of them.
It was 4 seasons long.
Because everything on BBC. Was it like how many episodes per season?
Its pilot episode was 1987. It ran 4 seasons and total 26 episodes.
Wow. So those guys. I mean, I understand that they're older actors, but holy cow, they've been doing this for a long time.
They've been doing this for a long time, and Hugh Laurie actually did comedy before he was Dr. House and before he did this, and this is part of it.
Does he have a British accent in it? Very
British, but they do other accents as well. It's funny. It's especially if you're into BBC humor. It's actually really funny. It's classic. It's smart, is what it is. It's real smart wordplay. They break the fourth wall a lot. It's a fun one to watch.
But it's from '87.
It's from '87.
So if you're go back on Hulu and dig this out of the dirt.
It is on Hulu. It doesn't come right up, but it will show up if you search it. A Bit of Fry and Laurie, it's called.
That sounds not interesting at all.
Well, and so we have to connect that to Avenue 5, which you just...
Hugh Laurie. There you go.
Yes,
it's connected.
Hugh Laurie. Avenue 5 is newly released on, like I said, HBO. Can you go back to it there, Noob-Noob?
Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know why you moved forward when we haven't even talked.
Because I was bored.
It's because you didn't watch these because you're an asshole.
Well.
Exactly.
What do you want out of this?
I wanted to know. I'm curious.
What we want, Noob-Noob, is content. We
Why
want
don't you
good
read
content.
what the critic consensus is and tell us what the tomato
I already
meter said.
said what the critic consensus is.
But what, you didn't go into the tomato meter?
Oh, the tomato meter is 67% with a whopping 39 reviews. The audience score with a whopping 60 reviews is 45%. So whip-de-fucking-do. Let's go to our review.
Well, what I don't understand...
That it takes Avenue 5 a while to find its footing makes sense, I suppose, given how often the ship's gravity keeps cooking out. But there are promising signs. So it seems like it's a slow to start show.
Well, of course, there's a little bit of world building, and it's like there's only... What did one of the bad people say, though?
If you do go, you can find this not on HBO. There's clips on YouTube. There's clips on the website, stuff like that, where they're showing you 3-4 minute clips of this.
It's a sci-fi show.
And those clips are funny. I did enjoy watching those little clips.
So here's one.
But I don't have HBO, and I don't know anybody with HBO Go, so I'm not going to be able to watch it.
Here's a bad review. It's a bland, allegorical satire built on an obvious point that unfolds in outer space where days or nights never end. And the passengers are irritating, and the ship is geared it by stiffs and human etc. Excreta? What? Is that even a word?
Excretion?
Excreta? What the fuck is that?
How about the other one that says...
Hugh Laurie's new comedy is a string of hysterical punchlines, but it's steering aimlessly through the void.
Well, so there was only really like 1 or 2 episodes out at this point, and essentially it's a cruise liner in space that travels around the galaxy. Like it literally loops around the galaxy, and it's essentially built as like it's a cruise ship. So like, does the captain of the cruise ship actually drive the ship?
Love Boat, but in space?
It's not Love Boat. It's more of a comedy because and it's a little bit of. It's definitely comedy, but there's like something that happens that derails the whole trip.
Yeah.
And then they have to like figure out. Yeah, they have to figure out what to do with all these crazy characters in the same place, and
so it's the Orville.
It's the Orville. Only it's a little bit of Lost in Space too, I guess. Like, but not in a serious way.
So
but
it's basically the Orville. The Orville was a charter cruise.
Yeah, and apparently there's like a whole like big giant company that does these cruises a lot, and there's like something to the math of them orbiting the galaxy.
Yeah, they did show
not the galaxy. I'm sorry, the solar system.
The one hippie-ish character who seemed to be running the whole thing.
Hugh Laurie is pretty popular, and HBO needs something new.
Yeah, nobody.
Right? HBO needs new series.
And you know what? It's cool to see Hugh Laurie in something else besides House, because he's played House for what, like 30 years or something like that.
That show's been over for like 7 years.
Yeah, but he was House for the longest time.
Like 8 seasons.
So it's cool to see him in something else, playing a very different character.
It's so the one thing I will spoil about it, and you know maybe I'll watch more of it. I enjoyed it. I liked the first episode. I don't know why the fans don't seem to like it. I would say the first episode kind of like puts you in a weird place because you don't really like. There's a lot like the characters aren't who you think they are, so like that's a little confusing. I can see.
You also probably have to have an automatic love for this. Like I grew up a Trekkie. I was into Next Generation growing up. I wasn't into the other ones so much. Orville I fell into right away. I enjoyed that.
It's the closest thing to actual Star Trek currently.
If you're a fan of the genre, then you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than those that aren't a fan of the genre.
This is definitely weighs more comedy than anything else.
Speaking of actual Star Trek, there's actually a Star Trek show.
I didn't finish, you douchebag.
Nobody cares that you finished.
Yeah, just because you don't watch things doesn't.
That makes them unimportant.
If you're not interested in something, doesn't mean we can't talk about it.
The hilarious part is that Hugh Laurie bounces between his accents, and I think that's just so funny because he's like got this perfect like American accent.
Noob-Noob, you're right, that wasn't funny.
And then he bounces to his like crazy British accent, which I think is hilarious.
You mean his normal fucking voice?
That's right.
I guess.
Noob-Noob, you can move on. His normal voice is actually British. He put on an American accent to play House.
Yeah, I know.
So Star Trek.
British people are a lot better at.
Star Trek Bald is the new show on CBS streaming.
Have you ever even watched a single Star Trek anything?
What is Star Trek?
What did you call it?
Star Trek Bald. Because it has the baldest of men in it, and it's Professor X. So I didn't know that Professor X did a crossover with Star Trek. This is weird. But so it's called Star Trek Picard. I don't know why they picked that random name. Anyway, so Professor X has a pit bull.
Star Trek Professor X.
Let him troll. He's on a roll.
Star Trek Professor X, and he adopts a pit bull that he sexually...
Doesn't that instantly make you want to watch this?
And, wait. I guarantee you his next joke is something about sexually assaulting the pit bull.
You know shit, because I said sexually assaulting and you
Exactly.
cut me
You're an asshole. That's where you go every single time. Come up with new material.
off. No, because he didn't, because he shoved his bald head inside the pit bull's asshole. So I
Is
didn't
that new material?
Dude.
Anyway, so Star Trek Picard. Patrick Swayze, no, he's dead. Patrick Stewart is bald and in this, and he played Picard like some time ago, I think, and now he's playing him again, except older. So is it good? I don't know. I don't care about Star Trek.
What is the tomato meter saying?
The tomato meter is 94%. The audience score is 83%, but it's a little suspicious because it doesn't tell me how many people reviewed it.
That is weird. How come it doesn't say how many people reviewed it?
Maybe it's suspicious algorithm, whatever, just doesn't update.
No, they've been very, very careful. There's been a lot of review bombing recently.
Yeah.
I think Doctor Who is being the victim of that, where Doctor Who's last couple episodes were at like 9% audience score and 14%
dude, you know
audience
what?
score.
And I'm a fan of Doctor Who, and I like Jodie Whittaker as Doctor Who. The last episode, they did a straight out, you human beings, if you don't change your ways, you're going to bring nuclear winter to this planet. That's pretty much what the last episode was. Her talking to the screen, to the viewers, saying, you need to change your ways or you're going to kill this planet. It was very forced. It was very...
Climate change?
Yeah, it was definitely had a huge agenda in that. Picard, on the other hand...
Picardy?
Actually, I watched the first episode and I enjoyed it. Now, I can say that I was a Trekkie. I said it before, I'll say it again. I was a Trekkie. I said it again there, see? Because I was such a huge Trekkie growing up, I can say I'm probably biased towards this. For TNG, I'm probably biased towards Picard. I love Patrick Stewart. I think he's probably the greatest actor of all time. I said it.
He's
and
pretty
I'm
awesome.
Right. He does have the pit bull. He names the pit bull number 1, which is also really cool.
That's kind of weird, but sure.
It's an interesting premise. It's set up in a world where 30 years in the future of Star Trek that we saw after Nemesis, which was the last Star Trek movie that was released.
Which timeline is in this? And by the way, is this in the Kelvin? From what I've heard, this is in the Kelvin timeline. This is not in the normal.
Kelvin is a temperature.
Do you not know the difference, Mr. Trekkie here? I'm a Trekkie.
No,
the timeline's the movie timeline, isn't it?
Yes, this is the movie timeline.
It is in the movie timeline. So it's following the events of Nemesis, and they're saying it's been 20 or 30. I think maybe.
So
20
are you saying
years
this is in the TNG
since
timeline?
Nemesis. It's the TNG movie timeline.
Are you sure about that? Because I've heard it's in the Kelvin timeline.
Which ones are you saying the Kelvin timeline?
Because they're saying that the Romulan the movies are in the Kelvin timeline, but they're saying that the Romulan homeworld, it's the reason why the Romulans don't look like Romulans. Like, that's what I've heard. I haven't seen it to know.
They didn't really see too many Romulans to really say that.
His two servants are Romulans.
Yeah, and they look like Romulans. Maybe they don't have the same... They have the ears.
No.
I think that's him.
Is that you being a dumbass?
Playing on his
Dude,
phone.
get off your phone.
What are we talking about?
You're making
hear
noises.
your phone feeding through the freaking...
Oh, is that me?
Yeah,
I was
that's
watching
you.
porn on Twitter.
Of course you were.
So anyway, whether or not it's in the timeline where the Romulan homeworld was destroyed, Picard was the ambassador.
That is the
towards it.
Kelvin timeline
There is-
because
so
that
yeah.
happens in the first Star Trek movie. Remember, they talk about that's why he is a mining ship.
Okay.
Because the Romulan homeworld gets destroyed somehow, right? Or is that Vulcan?
No, that's Vulcan. No. It was the Romulan homeworld was destroyed, and then
If some
he
asshole could
destroys
Google this.
the Vulcan timeline. But here's
I
this
gotta
timeline.
piss. Let's speed this
This
up.
is following. This is the timeline of Picard, of Jean-Luc Picard's Picard, not the new guy's Picard. It's following Nemesis, which is the movie where Data dies at the end of that. It's following that movie.
Okay.
Directly from that movie. It's the characters, the names. They bring in B2, which is the android
You mean
that was in
B4?
that. B4, yes. B2 is some Star Wars, I guess.
R2B2.
R2, Dick 2.
I'm going to watch it again. Now, I signed on to the CBS platform
It
thinking I was going to
claims it takes
steal-
place in the prime timeline.
Then it's the prime timeline, and it is the prime timeline.
Okay, just checking, man. Just wanted to know.
I'm going to keep this. I got the CBS streaming to watch this the first time because I had curiosity, and I was going to cancel it. I'm going to pay the $5 to see one more episode. And then if I don't like it, I'm going to cancel before it continues too much further. But I will update as it goes so people can know whether or not they need to spend their money on
Scott's
the
actually
CBS
going to review
streaming.
something. Oh my god!
It's 4 years after the future timeline from TNG from the series finale.
No, it's more than
bananas.
4 years.
No, it's 20 years from
20
the events
years.
of Nemesis. And 4 years after the future timeline of the series finale of TNG.
Whatever.
You know when he's living and he's older?
Yes.
In France.
And they do. Okay, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's 4 years after that. After the finale, okay, when they did the 3 enterprises cross each other.
Correct, the 3 different timelines.
I didn't realize that as I was watching it. So there's still things I'm probably going to have to watch it again to try and pick up on all these little things.
I heard there's Easter eggs.
There's tons of Easter eggs. There's tons of names that are dropped. There's tons of info. It's for a Trekkie. It's great. For a Trekkie, it has all the stuff that you want in a Star Trek series.
Is there space battles?
There will be. So they showed at the
Will be or there are?
There will be. There's not in this one. For the first episode takes place on Earth. All of it takes place on Earth.
That sounds fascinating.
It actually
Oh my
was
God.
really good because they set it up pretty well. And then at the end of this, they showed previews of what the season's going to bring.
There isn't like a super special girl who
There's-
is super amazing for no particular reason?
Yes, well, no, she's the super special girl, the super amazing, but not for no particular reason, and they get into that, and I'm not going to spoil those reasons. What I will spoil is, at the end of this episode, they show previews for what the season's going to bring, and yes, there will be cameos by Will Riker. There will be
Deanna Troi.
returns of, I'm not sure Deanna Troi.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
recall.
7 of
I'm pretty
9
sure.
too.
7 of 9 is going to be actually a prominent character in it. They bring her back. Jerry Ryan, who is still beautiful, by the way.
So beautiful.
Also interesting, I
Oh
think
my
they're
God,
already
nobody
expecting a season
cares.
2 because Jean-Luc Picard,
Dude, we can keep going forever.
Patrick Stewart,
this.
Patrick Stewart went into the talk and invited Whoopi Goldberg to come.
Yes,
for
that was
season
amazing.
2.
I
was
have a
pretty
question,
cool.
Scott.
Whoopi then started
Play
crying
Guinan.
because
Scott.
to play Guinan. Yes,
Scott, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What did Jack do? Yeah,
We're not
Jack-
done with Picard, so
Jack
you
died.
can
Oh my God.
suck it.
You
Jack,
know-
Jack did not make it.
You know what else we're not done with?
unfortunately.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, you know what? Last time we were live in Antarctica, you know what you forgot?
I forgot about Dragon
You
Ball.
did because you're a piece of garbage. No matter which way. So distracted by panda sex. It is really kind of weird that you're so into like sex with animals.
I'm so sad that
Isn't that like a
forgot-
thing? Like you shouldn't have sex with
I
animals?
forgot Dragon Ball Z on last episode again, and whenever I do that, I'm just so,
Are you playing 2 musics?
so disappointed.
What the fuck?
I had to.
I feel like you're playing 2 types of music at the same
I had to
time.
play 2 musics there just so I could get over to this. I forgot
Jesus.
to mention Dragon Ball Z in the last episode, and it just makes me so sad.
So sad.
But what makes me even sadder is panda rape.
Wow.
What people need to realize,
Pandas are extremely rapey.
pandas are extremely delicate animals.
What the
And
fuck?
in the wild, they do tend to rape each other.
Do they?
And they make noises like
Can they
this.
rape me?
And Noob-Noob doesn't know what it sounds like when pandas have sex, obviously.
He would never know.
The distraction of panda rape has definitely made me forgot that I didn't bring up.
Wow.
God, there's so much going on.
I don't know, you have like 8 things playing.
I'm
at once.
aroused. Continue. Just love Sarah McLachlan. I clap her cheeks. Are we good? Can we move on to whatever Jack did?
You don't have to
So
start
you
watching
recommend
it yet.
Picard?
I do recommend it so far, but viewer, listener, if you want to hold off on the money, let me get a couple more episodes in. I'll spend my money to tell you if you need to spend your money. Because as of right now, I don't see really much else on CBS streaming that's worth the cash.
Did you go back and watch Discovery and all the other stuff?
No, I didn't. I was not in Discovery. Oh, and
Is that your
actually,
dumb phone again?
what's interesting is Will Wheaton
Does a post show?
Will Wheaton does a post show, so somehow Will Wheaton was still able to find a job.
Will Wheaton.
So he's apparently still able to find work
Will Wheaton.
somehow.
Will
But yeah,
Wheaton.
so he's still showing up on CBS streaming as well. But
Will Wheaton.
we'll see. Like I said, I'll spend the $5 to see what it looks like, and then if the next
it's
month
week to
doesn't
week?
bring anything good, Picard is week to week, correct?
Okay.
And if it doesn't get
my
better
God,
in the
let's
next few
move
weeks,
on.
Why don't you go
will,
through Discovery and let us know how
So,
that
so Discovery is another show on CBS streaming.
I think you should go through Discovery and just let us know what you think of it.
I really do think.
Yes, because you're useless.
My mic's still off.
Exactly.
Who's that?
My mic is still off, people. Oh, am I back? I'm back on.
Don't clip, or I'll turn you off again.
Jesus Christ.
Remember, I control the board.
Oh my God.
I always control the board.
So I like the first episode. We'll continue on with this, and
I
we'll
think
come back
Noob-Noob's-
later to let people know whether or not they need to spend money.
I think we're gonna do the Noob-Noob pees his pants challenge.
Yes, the Noob-Noob PP challenge.
PP challenge. Can you do the PP dance for us? Can we see the PP dance?
I want to see the PP dance.
We're not moving to the next subject till you do the PP dance.
Oh my God,
Do the pee-pee dance.
Oh my God, I'm pee-pee. Daddy, I got a pee-pee. Oh my God, let me pee-pee. Can we fucking move on now before I kill myself like Kobe Bryant?
He did not do
Did
that.
not happen.
Do we know that for sure?
God, you're an asshole.
Yes. Oh, you turned me off again.
Dude, go pee.
No.
Scott and I can handle the rest of the show. We don't need you.
We got this covered.
So
You are not essential. You
David Lynch.
are non-essential
God.
personnel.
Sweet Christ.
He's also famous for Twin Peaks and Mulholland Drive and Lost Highway. A lot of like very out there bizarre movies. Eraserhead from the 70s. So he's one of those like crazy auteur directors. Did you ever see me as the crazy hair?
Yes.
He actually if you go to Instagram, I posted a review of something he released on Netflix. It's called What Did Jack Do? And it's a detective interviewing a monkey who is a murder suspect of murdering a chicken.
Well, this sounds insane.
Oh, it's as insane, if not more insane than you think
This sounds like it
is.
belongs on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim.
Yes. This is a monkey singing, by the way, folks. So beautiful. Monkeys singing. I think David Lynch wrote this song too. It makes no damn sense. I don't know why it's a thing. There's no critic consensus, but it is
only like 17 minutes long.
Yes, it's 17 minutes long. I do not recommend. I mean, unless you really, really like David Lynch and you want to see something crazy, it's one set.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for something
Three
crazy,
actors.
is this something that you want to look for?
No, I like crazy stuff, and this was too
Like, I'm
weird.
a fan of Adult Swim and
No.
like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Would I enjoy this?
No, this is too absurd. It doesn't even make a damn lick of sense. It's like he's interviewing this monkey, and they're not even having the same conversation. Like, he'll say something like, "Oh, did you kill her, you monkey?" And the monkey will be like, "The eyes of the red blue heron are good today." Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, for people who really like that,
Is the monkey Bane?
What?
I am a brain monkey. Oh, there's the screaming. You missed the screaming part.
Does he eat bananas?
He does not eat any bananas.
No
That would
bananas.
be stereotypical and racist.
Why is that racist? He's an animal.
Monkeys don't just eat bananas. Monkeys don't even live where there are bananas sometimes.
They eat birds.
Donkey Kong would say otherwise.
Some
but sure.
monkeys eat birds, and some monkeys eat rats. So, but the critic consensus is 88%. with
Really?
8 critics.
And you're saying
audience
this is-
score is 72%.
You're saying this is a shit show.
I think only David Lynch fans will watch this. So if you're a fan of David Lynch's, you will like this.
So much like I am biased towards Star Trek's Picard, considering that I am an old Trekkie and grew up watching Star Trek The Next Generation.
And you're a social justice warrior.
People, fans of David Lynch will just automatically like this because they'll be biased.
Correct. Did you ever see Lost Highway?
The music video?
No, Lost Highway, the movie by David Lynch with soundtrack by, at least Trent Reznor was the executive producer.
I'm familiar with Trent Reznor's Lost Highway.
He was just the executive producer of the music.
Song.
Yes, that is a good song.
Yes.
My point is, it's just crazy imagery, bonkers things going on, and like the plots are very weird and convoluted. Like it's a cult thing. Like people love him for his cult work with Twin Peaks and like some of the other weird stuff that he did. But like, I don't know, his stuff is sometimes just too out there, for me at least. But I can appreciate it, but it's weird. Like it's almost intentionally bad. Like the dubbing of the monkey's mouth on like you were playing.
Oh my God,
it.
I forgot. Lost Highway was the album from way back in the day.
It's an amazing album, by the way.
Yes, it was,
I own
absolutely.
it. You should definitely buy it. It has like Rammstein and a bunch of other great stuff.
Yeah,
from Marilyn
amazing.
Manson.
Oh my God.
Such a good album.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this thing.
But my point would be that like I don't know if it's intentionally bad. He acts in it and his acting is awful too. So I don't really get it. Like maybe it's just missed on me, but I don't know. I would say you can use your 17 minutes doing something better.
Like masturbating.
Literally, I can think of
I can masturbate 17 times in that time.
Anything else.
And that's like 5 times of cuddling afterwards, too.
No, it really is. There's a lot of time.
It's like not even funny either, so I don't really get it. So
you know what is funny?
Yeah.
The Bachelor.
Oh my God! Why would you're going to do the pee-pee dance, and you really think we need to talk about this?
No, we don't need to talk about it. But I was tricked into it.
I don't think it was tricked. I think that
you actually are a fan of The Bachelor.
Blown on, like just a mental loser that was just. I mean, unless somebody taped your eyeballs open, why would you watch The Bachelor?
I entered into a barter.
What did you get in return?
Information.
I don't think so.
There was information. Again, the information I gained wasn't really useless.
So you watched 2 hours of The Bachelor for nothing.
Granted, there was hot girls on it, so that was fun. That's it. But the show is so stupid. Like, why does anyone watch The Bachelor? It's
I don't know.
Stupid.
You watched it, so why?
I watched it one time, and I wanted to just eat.
Yeah, no one cares. How about we end this episode? No one cares about him.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if you enjoyed what you listened to this week, head on over to Instagram at OrkU. You can go over to Facebook.com/OurReviewsWillKillYou. And, of course, go to YouTube for all our fun video content.
Oh, did you want to talk about The Bachelor?
Not really.
Yeah, no one cares.
And you can go to YouTube for all our fun video content to see Noob-Noob get shut up on by searching Our Reviews Will Kill You.
Okay, do you really want to talk about The Bachelor?
I don't.
You sure? There's nothing you wanted to tell us? No one cares.
And always,
I was just checking.
And as always,
cares.
That's what I get sitting next to him all the time. I have to deal with that crap.
I'm gonna get a stick.
And as
always, I'm gonna beat him with it.
Our reviews for killing. Our reviews for
killing.
Our reviews for fuck's sake. Our Reviews Will Kill You is brought to you for free thanks to our friends over at ScoutWillKillYou.com. Yes, ScoutWillKillYou.com, the home of video content production, lights, stuff. I don't know. There's stuff on. There's stuff on the website.
There are an awful lot of episodes to watch on YouTube.
There's a ton of episodes on YouTube.
If you like content, you can go. I think there's like 120 something episodes.
And if you can't find them there, you know what? A really easy way to find our stuff if you can't find it on YouTube for some reason, type Our Reviews Will Kill You into your browser. OurReviewsWillKillYou.com.
It'll pop right up.
Will take you to that website that has our latest episode up, nice big streaming. First thing on the page for you to watch. And if you like that, you can click on that and it will take you to the YouTube for the rest of the videos. Why? Because we like to streamline things and we like to make it easy because at ScottWillKillYou.com, Scott will kill you with ease.
With ease and easy ease. So just like the perfect drug could potentially kill you with content, we here at Our Reviews Will Kill You, we love y'all.
Hey there, Ork Universe. Scott here, telling you to go ahead and click that subscribe video. Make sure you get all the OrkU videos as they're released. Click that like button, give us some love, and go down and comment. Tell us what you think, tell us what you loved, and of course, tell us that you hate Noob-Noob. Hey, you may even get an extra surprise and a visit from somebody very special. Naked Scott, what are you doing here?
Surprise, I can appear anywhere at any time.
Isn't that illegal?
Never you mind, Hollywood Scott. I'm here to remind our friends to go over to Scott Will Kill You Productions and go to Legion of Lunacy for more crazy videos. And get more OrkU review videos by clicking on that link right over there.
Why am I the one who's covered up? Shouldn't you be censored?
You can't censor this, baby. I'm way too sexy.